After the normal hatch called Sportback, Audi is releasing the sedan version of the all-new A3. This is the new generation of the Audi A3 sedan or limousine. Hatch and sedan share the same wheelbase, which is also equal to the one of the all-new Volkswagen Golf. Join us here for our preview and share your thoughts. LED headlamps are now standard. Optional, you get matrix LED. Then you also have the cascading turning indicators. They also include a new daytime running light, which is adjusted to the trim level you picked. For example, a vertical LED signature for the sporty S line or horizontal LED stripes for the other trims. You also see that the front grille is way bigger now in this generation. However, hatch and sedan are just the same here in the front. And here comes the difference then of the sedan in the side profile, of course. We see that falling roofline with the classic sedan shape. This brings you more elegance. Whereas the hatch is 4.34 m or 171 inches in length, the sedan is at 4.50 m or 177 inches. It's also a little longer than the predecessor sedan. Wheel sizes reach from 16 to 19 inch. The S-Line comes with a 15mm lower sports suspension, but if you pick the optional adaptive suspension, which is about 10mm lower by the way, you can get maximum 18-inch wheels. But that's also a good combination, so compromise between sportiness, style and still get some comfort. Engines with 150 horsepower and more get the more sophisticated independent rear axle by the way, whereas smaller engines get torsion beam only in the rear. In the interior, the new 10.1-inch infotainment is standard. However, the GPS software is optional. You have a voice input and Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity. CarPlay will also be available in a wireless function from August 2020 onwards. Instruments only come digital anymore. It starts with a 10.25-inch screen. Optional, you get the extended virtual cockpit in 12.3-inch, which we also see right now here. A little strange that they offer two sizes there, don't you think? Another option, by the way, is a head-up display, which gives a clear view. We've already tested that. You can tune into that video soon after watching this preview, by the way. The interior setup has already split opinions in the hatch, especially the air vents that stick out pretty much. Although there are some cost savings in little details in comparison to the previous generation here and there, we perceive the build quality as very good again in our test with the hatch. The front seats are mounted a little lower inside the vehicle now in comparison to the predecessor. Indeed, the new Audi A3 gives you a quite sporty feeling. Also, the headroom was increased by 2 cm or almost an inch in the front. Depending from market to market, you get fabric seats as standard and the mix of fabric and leatherette or Alcantara and leatherette in the S-Line. The cool thing, Audi even sources the seat surfaces from recycled materials, depending on the seat version, up to 42 PET bottles per seat, plus 62 recycled bottles for inside fabric materials like floor mats, the cloth floor below that, and also inside of the trunk. Finally, Audi seems to understand the importance of sustainability, at least in one of their bestseller models. The trunk capacity remains at 425 liters, that's a little more than in the hatch with 380 liters. As engines, you can get a 1-liter TFSI 3-cylinder with 110 horsepower, a 1.5-liter TFSI 4-cylinder with 150 horsepower, optional then in combination with a dual-clutch transmission with the new mild hybrid system, and a 2-liter TDI with 116 or 150 horsepower. And of course later we also then expect again the sports models with bigger engines and more horsepower. In our test drive with the hatch we already realized the excellent noise insulation. It is probably the most silent ride in the compact car segment. The comfort with the adaptive suspension is also superb. If you drive the DSG automatic version, you'll also notice the new small shift-by-wire gear selector. This makes switching from drive to reverse mode and back again a little easier and faster. Fuel economy with the 1.5 TSI mild hybrid was 6 liters and 100 kilometers, by the way. That's 39 mpg US and 47 mpg UK. So results for hatch and limousine will be just the same. And that's actually nice. Autonomous emergency brake and lane keeping assist are standard. Optionally, you get the blind spot warner and an exit warner when standing still, as well as the adaptive cruise control, which now works in a predictive way and also for traffic jams. So the first conclusion of the all-new Audi A3 sedan, which for example will play a role on the US market. The dimensions haven't changed that much, the design is bolder in the front and elegant in the side profile. The interior is digitalized and offers more sustainable seating options, and the ride will be just like in the hatch, silent, refined and also efficient with the new mild hybrid technologies, which are only available in connection with the dual clutch transmission. Shortcomings are some cost savings for parts you don't touch that often, and of course the very high price, which isn't however better in the Mercedes A-Class. So what do you think about the all-new Audi A3 sedan? Tell us in the comments, and we hope to see you very soon at the full driving review of this one.